Hello and welcome to my bench. This is another episode of Jewelry Deconstructed, and my name is Jerry Livings. I'm your host. I've had a long layoff because of COVID and stuff, so I'm just getting back in my shop, and I thought I would start with a quick video showing you how I get back into my shop every day when I sit down at my bench. I do something that's a little unusual for most jewelers. So basically, it's a little bit of practice for me, and it's a way for me to kind of center myself and get my mindset going and get into the mode of working on jewelry. So what I do, it's really simple, is I just cut a couple of lines on a piece of copper. I'm basically practicing my either straight or curved line cuts, because cutting a straight line or a curved line is a basic for any jeweler, and you want to avoid any waste that you can. So the closer you can cut to a line, the better. So this is my way of constantly being in practice and making sure I can do it. Now I'm going to switch to my shop glasses. These are really awesome. I had them specially made. Basically, they're reading glasses. The uppers are focused on my bench, so I can see stuff on my bench perfectly at about 1.5 to 2 feet distance. The bifocals are perfectly focused on my bench pin, and they're magnified about 2 times, so I no longer need my optivisor for the most part. Sometimes I still use it if I'm cutting very fine items. So let's get started. I'm going to go to the other camera here. We're going to get a scribe and a ruler. And basically what I do is, it doesn't have to be square or anything. You're just cutting a scrap. Make a really deep line so that you can see it. This is a little shiny. You see that? Yeah, you can see the line there. This is a little shiny, so I wanted the line to be very deep. Okay. Put your ruler and your scribe back, and I'm going to rub a little bit of lubricant into that, because that will darken the line, and also it will mean I constantly have lubricant, and it kind of dulls the copper so I can see the line a little better. Grab the right size saw blade, and this one is the right size. It's very fine. Now, the idea of cutting a straight line, you can either angle your saw blade or have it straight up and down. Doesn't matter if you're cutting a straight line. When you go to do a curve, you have to keep the blade straight up and down, because otherwise you're going to bind in your kerf and you're going to break your saw blade. So here we go. And this is just my way of getting in the mindset of working in my shop. The idea is that you will cut a straight line, and this frame, I think, is a little bent. I'm starting to wonder, because I'm already going out a little bit. So I've had to teach myself how to saw a straight line again, because a few years ago I had shoulder surgery and on my left shoulder, and I wasn't able to cut a straight line. My hand wobbled all over the place. So if you notice, I'm keeping my saw frame bent just very slightly out of straight, and that for me combats my tendency to cut off the line. That sounds a little dry. So now the idea behind cutting a line perfectly is you're not wasting material. It makes it easier to file, because you file less and you're wasting less material. Not important with copper and brass, but nowadays with silver, and definitely with gold, platinum, palladium, you want to conserve as much material as possible, because every gram is costing you $20, $30, $60. Okay? And you want to make sure that you're not losing all that material. And I'm going to support this a bit here. There. Now, that's fairly straight. Now remember, I haven't done this in half a year because it's been that long since I've been in my shop. Now, what you do is you take and you find a flat surface, like this little anvil, and you take your metal and you put it there. Now, what you want to see is, and you can't see it very well here. No, that's still not focusing. Okay. You want that to be a very flat line, and that actually rocks a little bit. I got it a little off. You want that to be a very flat line, and if possible, no light underneath. You want it to be absolutely flat as you can make it. The reason for that is because you're, again, conserving material, and it reduces the amount of polishing and filing time, and it saves material, so you're wasting less money. So that's just the way I get into the mindset of working in my shop. So do me a favor, hit follow for the YouTube video, or follow me or send me a friend request on Facebook if this is where you're seeing it. And practice, but practice doing it right. Don't be sloppy. Be very conscientious with your practice. Conscientious practice is important. So I will see you later and talk to you later. Bye bye.